Oh, yeah, that was nice. Here we go. Welcome back to the show, Therapy Unzipped. Wait,
Dun,
I gotta check.
dun,
Am I unzipped?
dun.
No, I'm not. Okay, I'm good.
Hello, Tom.
Hey, Brett. Good morning.
Good darn diddly doodly morning. How the heck-a-doodly are you?
I'm fantastic. I got a good deal of maintenance work in this morning.
Nice. Maintenance, huh? So what,
Yeah.
you took your car in for an oil change? Is that what you're telling me?
No,
No.
more like I got the big lifts in this morning. Some bench
Good.
press, some squat, and some not quite deadlift with the barbell, but I have a bar that you trap bar that you pick up and walk out in the driveway and back and forth, a few times. So
Nice.
5 sets, 5 reps.
Hey.
Did good this morning. Wasn't too crazy, wasn't too heavy. I'm not chasing any goal. It's not like I'm looking for weight loss or even to increase strength. It's just really to maintain
Right.
strength and fitness. And I thought that's kind of an interesting idea because we've talked about that before with ourselves and also with clients. This idea of maintaining our current state and how important that is.
hmm Absolutely. We work so hard to achieve a goal, and then once we achieve a goal, it's like you just walk away from it. Well, you can't just walk away from it, or you lose your ground for sure. So maintenance is for all kinds of things.
Right? Not only is it physical fitness, but it's also mental and emotional health.
hmm
We move clients into a better place. They gain some insight, figure out some patterns, heal from traumas, make some positive gains, and then they potentially, just like all of us, backslide to our previous level of comfort. And then we're like, well, why is this showing up again? Well, we didn't engage in the maintenance phase.
hmm And the basic block and tackle, which you and I talk about extensively, of maintenance phase is the five big things that we have to do every day to build resilience, right? So it's
Yeah.
sleep, nutrition, water. You got to stay hydrated. You got to get some exercise, and you got to follow some kind of schedule to satisfy your brain. So, the funny thing is when I talk to people and they're like, "Man, I'm just not doing so good." I was doing great for a while, and I just kind of seem to be slipping back into some of my old habits. And I'm like, "Oh, the first question, how you sleeping?" Well, I have been staying up till like 2, and then I do get up at 7, and I'm like, "Okay, okay, how's that nutrition going?" Well,
Exactly. Bingo.
Mhm. And then it's like, see, well, you got to, that's the basics, the blocking and tackling, right? You got to go back to the basics, maintain, make sure that you're doing those five basic things every single day. And not every day is going to be perfect, right? Remember, Tom, we used to rate those. We had 5 points for five categories, and then we would report to each other every day. Out of a possible 25, I got a 20 today. That was a great day.
Right. And then there were some days you were at 12. You're
Yeah,
like,
I'm like,
this-
I'm like, damn, I can't believe I have to text Tom that I'm at a 12 today.
not a great day.
Uh-huh. He's gonna give me all kinds of videos. He's gonna send me some videos that I need to watch.
Now look at this.
Hey, remember this?
Yeah.
So
Well, it becomes so dire and important that we keep up on our current level because you remember that saying, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? And that goes for things across the board: physical fitness, mental and emotional health, cognitive abilities,
mhm,
right? Like if you end up watching garbage TV, for hours and hours a day, what is that going to do to your mental state, right?
mhm. It's, we see the people that come in and it's like, "Oh, what are you watching?" "Oh, I'm on the crime, the true crime channel, 10 hours
Right.
a day." It's like, "Oh, okay." So secretly you're an ex-murderer or trying, fantasizing about being an ex-murderer. Okay.
So I married an ex-murderer.
All right. Oh, one of the best movies ever.
Yeah. Mhm.
Head punts now.
Yeah. I believe I ordered the large.
Let's get pissed.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Great movie.
Great movie.
It's like we have martial arts and Scotland is called "fuck you."
Um,
Yeah. So we got to maintain our current level, and that's okay. You know what? Sometimes we're chasing a goal, whatever that goal might be, and you're diligent and you're disciplined and you're consistent, and then you see achievement of that goal. Once you attain that goal and you've gotten success with whatever it is you're doing, that has to become your new normal, right? And if you want to have that for a period of time, a few months, few years, that's really okay because now that's your new baseline and that's good. The bad thing is when we fall back into a previous baseline, a previous normal, this happens a lot. Just take weight loss, for example. How many people have struggled, myself included, with gaining weight and keeping on that extra weight? And then we become motivated. We become, and remember, we hate that word, but we become diligent and disciplined about losing the weight. So we change our diet, we get into more fitness, and we log in what we're consuming and all that, and it feels good. And then we start losing weight, and our pants fit better, and we've got to buy new pants, and that feels really good. People are complimenting you, and this is great. And then you've achieved a certain level, and you're like, okay, if I want to keep going, I need to add these other things, and then you stop and maybe you maintain it for a bit, but then you end up snacking later on at night and you stay up watching whatever trials are going on, or you're doom scrolling on social media, and then you fall back into those old patterns because some of those patterns have been established and reinforced for years and years and years. And so just because you have had 6 months to a year of success and whatever, achieving whatever goal, doesn't mean that that totally eradicates that level of comfort that you experienced for 15 years of eating trash,
sure.
So we've got to maintain that, and it's important, and it's boring, right?
Mhm.
I mean, this morning, okay, lightweight for us, definitely lightweight for you, Brett. I mean,
Mm,
175 on the bench press,
mm,
5 reps, easy, 5 sets, no big whoop.
mhm,
The 245 on the squat, back
mhm,
squat, right? Easy weight, lightweight, 5 reps,
right,
5 sets, no big deal.
mhm,
Up and down the driveway, carrying maybe, I don't know, it was probably about, 200 pounds or something on the trap bar thing. Not heavy, I mean,
mhm.
but it was good maintenance.
Absolutely.
Better to have done that than not do that.
Sure.
Is it
It's
increasing my
better to do
strength?
that consistently than do heavy
No.
lifts twice a week,
Right.
you know? For
And
sure.
I mean, let's face it, how many times did we really go for it and then we paid the price afterwards, right?
Mhm. Oh, have we made mistakes? Well, we learn from them, right? We're
Yeah.
dumb, but we're not stupid.
Yeah. Right. So this idea of maintenance when it comes to all those different domains in your life, it's really, really important to be able to maintain that. And if you can maintain that for a period of time, let's give 90 days as a rule of thumb to maintain it for at least 90 days, 3 months, then that's yours. You own that now. That becomes your baseline. And that's what you might come back to after you start working on achieving some other goals, even if you fail or if you have success or whatever. You won't go all the way back to how you were when 10 years ago. You'll come back to that baseline that you had in place for at least the 90 days. An important distinction.
We have maintenance for our cars. We have maintenance for cleaning the house, right? You don't like mop the floors or, you clean the bathroom. You don't do that once and then it's done forever. I mean, you have to continue to do that stuff. You have to maintain,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And we maintain on the basic five things we talked about. But, the other thing is mental health wise, there's some other basic maintenance things that you can do. Like when people are really struggling, you and I teach a lot of mindfulness techniques, right? We teach breathing exercises for anxiety and all kinds of stuff. But, we taught guided imagery and whatever your version of mindfulness is, right? Mindfulness just to me means putting the world on pause for 5 minutes and just focusing on self and, relaxation. Well, we've taught people these techniques over time, and then, after they get better, they seem to lose those skills. But what we talk about is that maintenance is 2 to 5 minutes every hour, right? Stop, put the world on pause, do some deep breathing, do a little guided imagery. Just sit still with yourself, put the world on pause, right? Your heart rate comes down, blood pressure comes down, you feel more centered, more focused.
Yeah.
That's basic maintenance. 2 minutes every hour, right? First 2 minutes of every hour. Do something like that, some breathing, some focused energy, and you will be amazed at how impactful that can be for you.
Put you more in the present moment, which is what we absolutely encourage people to be in as often as they can, because anxiety and depression do not exist in this present moment.
Right?
There may be a crisis, there may be something going on that you need to attend to or fix, but now you're in it. You're not anxious about it, right? You're in it, you're doing it. So when we travel into the future, or we take a time machine to the past in our minds, we're not in the present moment. So it's important to get in the maintenance habit of seeking to be more mindful and come back to this present moment as often as you can. And if you can have that as your routine, that you do top 2 minutes of every hour, beautiful.
And Tom, you and I have talked about, when we see patients back to back to back, it's hard to get that time in. But if we can focus on seeing a person, getting them out the door, taking 2 minutes to refocus ourselves, center ourselves, and then spend a minute reviewing the next client coming up. Oh yeah, Mike's next, and Mike's doing this, 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 and last time we talked about this, this, and this, and he's was supposed to do this. So let's go see Mike.
You're gonna laugh at this. This is something that I do to get myself back into the present moment in between the sessions. A fun little game. Go to the restroom. Go ahead, have a seat. Let me get you a water. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the restroom. Human being, we have to take care of that. Excuse me. And I'll go and do the thing. And then when I'm washing my hands, I make faces at myself in the mirror. or or I'll do a little dance, um, and that it's funny, and it puts me more in the present moment so that I can be fully present for the person, because I'm still trying to process whatever happened the last session, and I don't have the luxury or the time to do that because I have the next person, and I've got to be fully there, 100% present for them. And so, I'll be in the mirror. I'll do my, you know, little dance or whatever, and then I'm good.
That's funny.
Washing the hands too is kind of like a nice symbolic of, like, okay, I'm washing the last one off, and now I'm clean. I'm ready for the next one, and later on I can kind of process all things when I'm doing notes or whatever.
Hmm.
So that's what you got to do. If you got to go make faces in the mirror, then go do that.
Hmm. My biggest one when when I really needed to change my perspective, when it's very stressful and you're back to back and you have a thing and you just. So anyway, my thing was I brushed my teeth. And man, there are some days my teeth were spotless, right? So brushed my teeth 7 times that day, but it always helped me. It cleared my mind. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. Pardon me.
Coming up with these little fun routines throughout the day to put us in the present moment can be very important, and it can be part of our maintenance thing of engaging in some mindfulness, of bringing our brains back online. you know
All right. So maintenance, what does it mean to you? What do you maintain in your life? And what are you not maintaining? More importantly, and what's your plan to start maintenance on your XYZ, on your
right.
mental health, on your mindfulness, on your um, blocking and tackling, on your resiliency factors, on your whatever physical fitness routine, on your house maintenance. But
There's a lot of things that we do second nature to maintain throughout the week, right? You don't just eat a big breakfast on Monday and then you don't eat until next Monday, right? That would be abhorrent. That would be stupid, right? It's not what you do. So why do you tell your significant other how much they mean to you once a year, right? Maybe we should do that on a reoccurring basis. Why don't you talk about concerns you have in the relationship or just life or at home or whatever with your spouse? You should be doing that. Calling friends and checking in, seeing how they're doing from time to time. How many friends do you have that you kind of lost touch with that you just send funny memes or videos to, but you never ask like how they're doing?
all right,
That could be part of your maintenance.
so,
Maintaining that connection.
yeah, relationships take maintenance. That's for sure. And that's when we get in trouble, is when we drop the maintenance on in relationships that are important to us.
Yeah. You know how many people that I get in here, couples that are potentially looking at divorce, and then because they've fallen into the level of comfort where they're just ships in the night passing, and they never check in on their partner. They never ask how they're doing. They're not holding emotional space for their partner, and the partner is like, "Well, you used to do those things, but now you're not doing those things." And the person's like, "I mean, I do all these other things, right? Like, but you're not engaging in the maintenance. You're not feeding or watering, just like a plant. If you don't water the plant, right? What happens? You don't water it once a week and then, like expect you got to check in on it. You maybe need to fertilize it. Maybe you need to move it out into more sunlight, or maybe you need to move it away from the sun, or. Anyway, there's upkeep on things. Now you don't get your oil changed once every 5 years. Your car's going to shit the
Well,
bed.
my kids think that that's okay, but whatever.
It still runs.
Damn you.
Curses. Well, that's a important note because if you don't keep up on the maintenance on whatever it is, whether it's car, relationships, or I mean, the consequences are potentially catastrophic, right?
Absolutely.
Your
We
life's
know
about
why
choices.
we know why maintenance is important. So, a good question for everyone out there today. Tell me the 5 things you're doing good maintenance on, and tell me the 5 things that you need to improve your maintenance on.
I know for sure us having this conversation and whoever is listening, without a doubt, there's something that you're like, ooh, I haven't been keeping up on that. And so, whatever that thing is for you, or whatever those three things are for you, go engage in some maintenance. Start today.
Absolutely.
Don't wait till Monday. Start doing that right now. Dogs are magical.
I got a barky dog this morning. Apologies. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the best.
So things are still pretty wild out there, right?
Hmm. Yes. You and I have a few minutes before the camera rolls out this morning, and man, you and I this morning were like, "Whoa, the world
Yeah.
is." Well, it in the words of that song, "The world is a vampire."
Yeah.
Ooh, it has been a week, Tom. People are peopling out there, man. They're top of their game peopling.
Makes you want to go out there and smash some pumpkins, huh?
Yes. But I saw what you did.
Mm. Well, they're coming. I mean, there's already pumpkins for and makeup for Halloween in Walgreens.
Well, there's already pumpkin lattes happening down the road.
Oh yeah, the old PSL, huh?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Never was a fan.
I like coffee flavored coffee.
Yeah. It's this new thing out called coffee flavored coffee. You should try it. It's a big hit. Like
It's pretty darn
it's
good.
retro, so the kids will like it.
It's retro. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Makes you feel good, like wearing an old denim jacket.
It's funny, by the time everyone puts so much crap in their coffee, it's not even coffee anymore. It's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some."
Yeah,
There's no coffee in that. What the
it's a
heck? Look at
cannoli. That's what it
greens.
is. Yeah.
Coffee's not supposed to be green.
Yeah. You're drinking a liquid cannoli.
Ooh, that's
That does sound really good, actually. Oh man.
I know,
Now they Starbucks, please make a
right?
cannoli coffee.
Right? Cannoli
Oh
latte.
man. Yeah.
Pistachio. Hey,
So when things are pretty crazy out there, doesn't it interrupt our maintenance, right?
absolutely.
When the world gets flipped upside down, we're not sure what's going to happen from one week to the next. Sometimes we get a case of the fuck it's, right? You know what? I'm throwing caution to the wind. I'm going to eat like crap. I'm not going to take care of myself, and like everything else, be damned, right? Well, that has an impact on you. So if things are going south, wouldn't it make more sense to be the strongest, most resilient version of yourself to be able to handle whatever is thrown your way?
Ooh. What?
That's some food for thought. Huh?
Uh-huh. That's just crazy talk there, Tom.
How dare me?
Stop making sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
let's get to keep throwing in out song references today.
I love it. Well, we'll do some of our independent research and talk amongst ourselves, and maybe you guys would like to give your input or throw some questions out there. A big topic that has come up, especially with regards to the mental health community, has been this this Clancy case regarding the mom with postpartum depression who ended up, doing some not great things. And there's been a lot of scrutiny towards the mental health community and negligence, and it's kind of this back and forth thing. So that could be an interesting topic because it's a popular topic and people are asking some questions. And I think in some ways, as we are great at reframing things, birthed out of this, maybe there can be some positive changes with regards to the community, with regards to mental health, the stigma, asking for help, and making sure that you're advocating for yourself and advocating for those around you. Because it's not cookie cutter, and one clinician's not like the other clinician. And so that could be an interesting topic. So if you have any thoughts on that, any questions that you'd like to send our way so that we can prepare maybe a show
If you
regarding
want us
that,
if you want
that
us
would be
to
great.
talk about it, we'd be happy to talk about it, but let us know what you want. So let us know questions at therapyunzipped.com.
Hmm. And if you'd rather us talk about Jimmy flaps on your Forerunner, then we'll talk about Jimmy flaps on your
Hey,
Forerunner.
me and Jimmy Flaps go way back. Just like
Right. I
Tommy
remember when you had to replace all 16 Jimmy flaps on your Jeep, right?
just, just like Tommy two times.
So whatever it is, send them in to questions at therapyonzip.com and I will field them. So if that's something you want to hear us talk about, that trial, we're more than happy to do that. Or if you just want to talk about, mental and emotional health or struggles that you're experiencing, then we'll jump on that as well. We're here for you.
Yeah, let us know.
The show will be every week anyway, so we've been
Hey, we'll
going
be
for 4.5 years straight. We're going to continue along this path.
we'll be here. You may as well.
Yeah. So we're trying out a new platform and we'll see how this goes. This should enable us to have a little bit of clips. And in the future, I think it could go live on the YouTube or the TikTok or the this or the that or something like that. And we'll see how that goes. So that way you could part of the show kind of chime in and ask questions and participate, live. Friday mornings at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time for those of you who just kind of want to know when we're recording. I don't know when you're listening to it, but if you're around at that time in the future in the next coming weeks, maybe you want to participate live on a Friday morning.
Woo.
That could be kind of cool.
All right.
Who knows? Maybe we'll take some callers.
What the no. What the heck? Now, Tom, that's just crazy.
Bonker balls crazy.
Well, that's what we do. We do crazy talk.
So let us know what's going on with you guys out there. So any parting words of wisdom, especially regarding maintenance?
Maintenance, it ain't just for your car.
Mhm.
With the things that you need to operate efficiently, you need to maintain them. It's your car, it's your health, it's your physical fitness, it's your emotional health.
You know how with the maintenance for the vehicle, there's a checklist of things you ought to do, right? Change your oil every 3,000 miles or 3 months or something like that, right? Replace the windshield washer things, right? The wipers. Right? Check the tires and make sure that they have air. Check the coolant levels, right? Check the oil, all that stuff. What if you came up with a checklist for you in your life? All those domains, right? Mental, emotional, physical,
Nutrition.
social.
Nutrition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd come up with a checklist for yourself each day. In order for me to maintain my current level, I need to make sure I check all these boxes.
Mhm.
It could be a great exercise for you to go through,
Absolutely.
and then are you attending to all those things? Write your most ideal itinerary. If I check all these boxes, I will maintain and be the best version that I can be. Now, if you have goals and you want to add on to that, or increase some of those little check boxes, that can be cool too. But just regarding maintenance, as long as I do these things, I'm going to maintain my current state. Just like when you're those out there that are looking to lose weight, like you burn a certain amount of calories every day, just you living, right? Moving around based on your age, height, weight, gender, activity level, and all that. I've at least got to consume this many calories in order to maintain my current level of activity, right? You're already burning those calories. Even if you don't do any exercise or anything else, you just getting up and moving around, you're going to burn whatever, 1,800 calories or something. And so you need to at least consume that to maintain. Right.
Right.
So
So, what is your maintenance schedule? What is it you need to maintain, and how are you going to do that? And don't forget how powerful 2 to 5 minutes every hour, just putting the world on pause and doing some breathing
right.
on yourself, center yourself. It will You'll be amazed at how beneficial that can be for your
Give that a shot. All right.
physical
So
health.
that's your homework. Do those two things. Come up with your maintenance schedule, your daily maintenance schedule, and seek to do that as often as you can. Maybe it's every hour, maybe every few hours. Just take 2 to 5 minutes out to be in the present moment, to be mindful.
Right.
Now,
Right.
doing that once might not do anything for you.
Right.
Doing that several times a day for the next 2 weeks, you'll start to see some improvement.
Well, it's funny. People pull out the breathing and the mindfulness when they're struggling. And, when you pull it out just when you struggle, that's not how the brain operates, right? Because the
Right.
brain is already struggling. And then you're trying to introduce all these new things to it, or things that you haven't practiced in a while. It doesn't work that way. Do it when practice those things when you're doing fine, so that you have a very sharp, tight muscle in your brain to do those things when you're struggling.
The likelihood of you actually using it when you're struggling is probably very slim. But if you do it and you practice it all the time, you'll have that available to you. That will be a tool, a bunch of tools out there.
I met a bunch of them yesterday. Bunch of tools.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A topic for another show.
On that note, Tom, it was great to see you.
It was fantastic to see you. Thank you guys for being here. And we want more of your participation. We want to
Absolutely.
grow this show. We want to be of help and of service to those out there. So send in your stuff and, participate when you can.
All right. Take care, Tom.
You too, Brett. Be well. We'll see you guys soon.
All right.